This is Charlie, and he's 5 months old.
I'm 47 years old.
61.
29 years old.
I'm 91.
I am 5 years old.
36.
77.
I turn 34 next week.
101.
32 years old.
We're class of West High 2020.
We have been married 51 years.
And we're still going strong.
8 years old.
52.
I am 26 years old.
Aging is inescapable. As time goes on, we get older. 102? How about 12 months? And somewhere in between. In fact, by the time I finish this sentence, you'll be 3 seconds older. Tonight in this Your Life, Your Health special, we learn what it takes to be healthy at any age.
It's the question you might not ever want to be asked. How old are you? But tonight it's fair game.
We're talking about age. Regardless of genes and other environmental factors, there are things we can do to stay young, or at least feel young.
Welcome to This Is Your Life, Your Health special, where we explore how it's possible to be healthy at any age.
The average person in Utah lives to be just shy of 80 years old. That's chronological age, which measures how many years you've lived on the earth. But biological age or physiological age is different. That represents how quickly your body is aging.
You could be 90 but have the health of a 60-year-old or vice versa. We met up with one of the oldest ladies in the state to find out her secret to longevity. This is how Mary Kawakami always starts her morning.
Relentless.
She knows how to give her 75-year-old son Paul a hard time.
He's a task master.
But at her age, she can do whatever she wants.
How old am I? 106. Be 107 in 2 weeks.
Without fail, Paul comes over every morning to help his mom exercise. He's done it for more than 20 years.
That's why I've lived so long.
No, the reason Mother's lived so long is she's mean.
And he knows how to dish it back. But deep down inside, Mary is grateful.
He's an angel. God sent him to help me.
Something that I've done for a long time, so it's just become second nature.
Paul teaches Tai Chi at Utah Valley University.
He does Chinese stuff.
In his eyes, age is only a number.
He said you could be 120 and still be 100. That's his philosophy.
I checked her lungs. I checked her heart rate.
I have nothing wrong with me.
Intermountain Healthcare's Dr. John Lasser says the rate at which people age varies.
Chronological age is just the clock, but physiological age is how healthy they are.
He says lifestyle plays a role.
We tend to lose 10% of our muscle mass and strength every decade after 60.
And Mary is determined to not lose it.
Anything I can conjure up, she gives it a try.
So Paul puts her to the challenge.
I'm afraid of falling on this. He reads what he does.
She's getting lazy.
He finishes and goes home. I collapse.
Mary says she didn't think she'd live this long.
I ask myself every day, is today the day? And God says no.
But she keeps on going.
Walking or doing anything I can to help myself. Realistically, I am old.
No, she's still got plenty of energy. It's easiest, though, to start those habits while we're young. As new specialist Heather Simonson reports, it's all about keeping fitness fun for little ones.
Drop down onto the other hand.
Meta Semrad leads by example.
We pick up the Christmas pudding.
As a fitness instructor, she finds creative ways to work out with her girls.
They love doing like Cosmic Kids yoga, Just Dance, and you can find them both on YouTube, and those ones are super fun.
And that's the key, making it playtime.
The more they can play at that age, they're going to develop the muscle strength, the stability needed for, even the sports they may want to play down the road.
If your schedule is packed, try an app called the 7-Minute Workout.
7 minutes. Everyone has 7 minutes.
It rotates through different exercises you can do with your kids.
You do the exercise for 30 seconds. It'll count you down, it'll demonstrate, it'll have a timer, and then you have 10 seconds before you have to do the next one.
And it seems like the time limit might be kind of fun for kids, actually, the challenge.
Yeah, it's not too long to get bored. And the fact that you have so many different exercises and you're doing something different every 30 seconds, that keeps it engaged.
What are you doing?
Meta says getting outside, even when it's cold, is a great way to stay active and connect.
Usually when they get home from school, I'll send them right outside to play. Everything from me is focused on them. I'm not distracted, and that they can just open up a little bit.
Making exercise for kids a breeze. Heather Simonson, KSL 5 News.
Thank you, Heather. In addition to regular exercise, what we choose to eat each day certainly makes a difference. Intermountain Healthcare's Lindsay Park recommends two lifestyles which promote longevity, the Mediterranean and the Okinawa diets.
So they're eating about 7 servings of fruits and vegetables every day, about 7 servings of whole grains every day.
Park says the diets incorporate foods high in omega-3 fatty acids like fish, walnuts, chia, and hemp seeds, and foods loaded with antioxidants like berries and dark leafy greens. She says they cut the salt and the sugar and the spices and use spices instead.
Oregano and turmeric and cinnamon and ginger, they all have anti-inflammatory properties that can reduce inflammation.
She says this helps people maintain a healthy body weight and will prevent chronic illness. Eating the right foods to be healthy at any age is important, but sometimes not eating can also be beneficial.
One Lehigh man made a life-changing goal after receiving some scary news.
Are you hungry?
Johnny Revel practices a daily intermittent fasting routine.
Avocados are one of the best.
It all began last spring.
Found out that I had I was type 2 diabetic.
At age 46, Johnny says he was shocked.
Earth-shattering news to find out. And my life kind of flashed before my eyes. You know, we have 5 kids.
He met with a dietitian.
What do I need to do? I'm willing to do whatever.
Who suggested he start fasting for several hours each day. Johnny skips breakfast.
I eat lunch at noon. I fast for 8 hours. I eat dinner at 8. So good.
His mom, Renita, saw his progress and also jumped on board.
How you been doing? I'm struggling today.
It helps to kind of have that accountability with somebody.
You don't seem to have any hunger pains or cravings or anything until you eat.
Intermountain Healthcare's Dr. Benjamin Horn says you don't have to fast every day to reap the benefits. In a recent Utah-based study, Horn found people who fasted once a month for 24 hours lived longer than those who don't.
Those who said yes had a lower rate of coronary disease and also diabetes diagnosis.
He says fasting monthly conditions the body to produce a daily benefit when fasting overnight.
A small amount of benefit of a powerful factor like fasting builds up over a period of decades as well.
Today, Johnny's lost 30 pounds and is off his diabetes medications. He was also thrilled to learn his blood sugar levels dramatically decreased in just 3 months.
I couldn't tell you even how happy I was, you know.
Horn encourages anyone with a chronic illness to consult their doctor before fasting. He also tells pregnant and nursing mothers, young children, and frail older adults not to fast.
Brain power peaks at my age.
At 25, I'm at my strongest. I'm at the peak age to find a spouse.
Coming up, what you have to look forward to at every age.
Age is just a number.
My name is Mark. I'm a year shy of 30.
12 years old.
I feel like I'm still 25.
I'm 91, and I love to ride my motorcycle. Immigration Canyon.
Nice. Tonight we're talking about health at any age.
The good news is that every one stage of life, there's always something to look forward to.
Interesting. If you're not sick very often, it's sometimes easy to go years without going to the doctor for annual health screenings. Intermountain Healthcare reminds us, though, both men and women need to check their blood pressure and BMI once every year and their cholesterol every 5 years. And at 50, it's time to be screened for colon cancer. Men should be screened for prostate and testicular cancer, as the doctor recommends. At age 30, women should start screening for cervical cancer, at 40 for breast cancer, and once they turn 65, they should have their bone density checked.
Setting regular health goals can be difficult without a way to measure the progress.
Health specialist Allie Davis visited an Intermountain Healthcare Live Well expert for a comprehensive physical to get a head start on the new year.
So we're going to start today with the bod pod, so the body composition test.
I jumped on the scale, put on a swim cap.
Is this claustrophobic?
And held still in the bod pod for 45 seconds. Exercise therapist Suzanne Walton says the test measures body composition, including fat mass. Next up, the resting metabolic rate test.
It's a test that's going to determine your calorie intake versus outtake.
And once again, hold still, this time for 10 minutes.
I can breathe now. So this is how many calories your body needs in order to function every day.
And finally, the functional fitness assessment.
Now it feels like a competition, right?
Push-ups.
1.
Sit-ups.
29, that's it.
A wall sit.
Okay, I'm starting to shake because I can already feel the burn.
And stretching.
And you're gonna just come forward and push.
Afterward, Suzanne sat me down for a debrief.
To get a good picture of where are my strengths at, where are my weaknesses at. Your sit-ups we're gonna work on.
She encourages people to use the data to set new goals.
This is where I'm starting, and this is where I want to be, and to come back every 6 months or a year to get that check.
For Your Life, Your Health, Allie Davis. This is painful! KSL 5 News.
Good for you, Allie. You can enroll at any of Intermountain Healthcare's Live Well centers throughout the state.
We can do our best to stay physically fit and healthy, but many of us also want to look young. Wrinkles, age spots, dry and saggy skin, it's inevitable with time. But Dr. Christopher English says there are 3 products we can use to slow the clock. Number 1, he says, daily sunscreen is the most important. The higher the SPF, the better, because you can't undo sun damage. Second, find a cream with retinol. This will prevent wrinkling and lighten dark spots. And third, a daily moisturizer with hyaluronic acid.
And if you've got really little fine wrinkles, kind of crepey skin, it can give it a little bit of a plump that might kind of mask that.
English says you don't have to break the bank on expensive anti-aging creams. There are plenty of those commercials. He says you can find effective products with these ingredients over the counter at your local pharmacy.
Harriet, could we come and play Scrabble with you? And I says, well, certainly. They went home, the losers.
At 102 years old, the secret to staying happy. Also ahead, why one local nonprofit is inviting younger friends to adult daycare.
I've been alive 31,028 days.
I'm 25 and I'm almost the mother of 3 girls.
I feel young at heart.
I'm in my 3rd year of college.
65 and still alive.
Tonight we're talking about being healthy at any age. And in one small Asian village, it's not uncommon to live well past the age of 100.
News specialist Ashley Moser met up with a local doctor who traveled across the world to find their secret to longevity.
Every cell in the heart is electrically wired.
Salt Lake City's Dr. John Day is a cardiologist at Intermountain Medical Center. He's been practicing for more than 20 years.
I lived this crazy busy life. I was caffeinated through the day, not sleeping at night.
When he turned 40, his lifestyle caught up to him.
I couldn't even play basketball with my kids anymore. My back hurt too much, my neck hurt.
He was on 6 different medications.
And you're a doctor and you would eat 2 donuts every day and a bagel?
And even considered retiring early because of his pain. Then Dr. Day caught wind of a small Chinese village with the highest percentage of centenarians in the world.
A place where people don't get sick. They're not on medications. They're not seeing the doctor.
Fluent in Chinese, he decided to start research in the village.
We did genetic studies on all these centenarians. We interviewed everybody in the village trying to deconstruct, what is their secret sauce?
The findings surprised him.
Their genes are no different than ours. They had genes that predicted cancer, cardiovascular disease, a premature death.
Dr. Day says the difference is lifestyle.
It's eating real food. It's getting outside, exercising. It's managing stress or embracing stress, connecting with family, friends.
Dr. Day adopted their practices and lost 35 pounds.
I was able to get off of all my medications. I was able to put every medical condition I had into remission. I see nice, normal rhythm.
Today, he recommends the same regimen to his patients.
We want them doing the green drinks every morning.
And Dr. Day's goal?
I'm going to go skiing on my 100th birthday.
Ashley Moser, KSL 5 News.
Ashley, thank you. Getting older can be mentally challenging as well. Just thinking about that, a lot of seniors suffer from loneliness.
New specialist Alex Cabrera follows one local nonprofit that's found a creative solution by introducing some younger friends.
Fridays are special days at the neighborhood house.
Let's get dancing!
Kids in daycare ditch the playground to visit with aging seniors and adult care services.
This way? That way?
It's called the Grand Friend Program.
Where did you get all your bracelets? They're super nice on you.
9-year-old Alicia Amua immediately connected with 71-year-old Linda Curtis. Alicia led the moves.
They make up funny, dances, and it makes me laugh so hard.
And Linda provided the stories.
My son gave it to me.
She has a lot of jewelry on. Do you love dancing?
Oh, I do.
Intermountain Healthcare's Joan Shelley says intergenerational experiences are mutually beneficial.
The adults have an opportunity to feel like they're valued and that they can contribute.
Ready?
And keeps them mentally engaged.
Because they're trying to pull memories out, talk about things.
Including those with chronic illnesses.
We had a lot of fun.
Like Linda Anderson's husband, Kirk.
It's a lonely life having Alzheimer's. You're very isolated.
Shelley says isolation accelerates dementia, depression, and a low appetite. But interaction stimulates mood and thought pattern.
He'll come home and he'll say, the kids came today.
Plus, the interaction keeps them physically active.
It improves balance and stability, walking.
And Shelley says the kids love the attention.
You're wearing a lot of blue. I bet your favorite color is blue.
Rather than a mom who's very rushed and doesn't have time to sit for an hour.
She was dancing and she was making me laugh and she said, is that funny?
For your life, your health, Alex Cabrera, KSL 5 News.
You taught me something.
That's cute. Shelley says if you don't have grandparents nearby, visit a local senior center and find an activity like coloring or cooking that allows you to talk.
I love to play bridge and Scrabble.
Coming up next, why having a good attitude through the decades really matters.
Getting old is for the birds.
When I grow up, I'm going to be an astronaut.
I'm 88 years old, but I feel like I'm 39.
Almost 36 years old.
I am Harriet, and I am 102 years old.
We've talked about all sorts of things you can do tonight to stay healthy, like exercise and eat better.
But 102-year-old Harriet reminds us about one of the most important reasons that she says she's lived so long.
Because I think positive. Everyone has life stresses and anxieties and bad things. I mean, you learn to live with it. And I've had a good life.
Golden years can be golden. You can wake up in the morning and literally choose to be happy or choose to be sad.
Dr. John Lasserre tells people to not worry about things they can't fix.
You can look at the glass as half full. What can I do, not what I can't do.
And Harriet knows how to play Scrabble.
Well, I won again. I'm sorry.
Harriet, more power to you. That's our Your Life, Your Health special, and all new The Blacklist is next.
And we'll see you back here at 10 right after an all-new Dateline.